Welcome to Babyface Hills. I'm your boy Pops Griffin. I got 2 out of my 4 guys with me. To my right, Menace Red. To my left, Ricky Bobby.
What's up, what's up?
And you know what we do here. We talk about professional wrestling, primarily the WWE. So, we're going to get right into this. As we get ready to wrap up our last segment here. Rumors. Plus some honorable mentions. Can't forget, before I go back, some fast forward, let me mention a little bit of NXT action. No rematch for Dragon Lee. The champ says you don't get to make that call. I'm the champ. You don't get that. Roxanne Perez wins the women's battle royal, so she's the new #1 contender. Breakker and Corbin are becoming my new favorite tag team, although they cannot agree on a name. And LWO actually thinks they have a shot at winning that championship tournament, the Dusty Rose Tag Team Tournament. My winners...
Cool. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hey, my prediction is going to be Breakker and Corbin. I just wish they could agree on a name.
Who do you guys predict from NXT jumping in the Rumble?
Breakker.
Let's see, they get 3 to 5.
But I mean, just they could jump in. They don't have to. That doesn't mean they have to make their main.
One fella's already in there for sure. I think though.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, Carmelo's gonna be.
Yeah, he's
going
back and
forth.
He had a good match on SmackDown.
Breakker's got to be.
Breakker, yeah. But because the thing that's good with the Rumbles, they could be in it but not be put up to the main roster just yet. Because I feel like if they pull up, it's a mess.
It's just a match.
So, yeah.
Do you think Braun Breaker's good in the ring though? Like ready to go up there?
Just yet.
Okay, so we were having this discussion a year ago, right, about him and what we thought, and I still do think he's good. Whatever happened outside of the ring kind of affected, I believe, his ability to get pushed the way they really were beginning to push him. But I think because he is so talented, he is so good, and again, we're talking about another wrestling baby, right? This is another second, third generation, whatever you want to call it. I think it's inevitable at some point.
Yeah, I agree. I think what happened with his dad at the WrestleCon thing, like you said, hindered his push, but I also think it put more of a microscope on him. Mm-hmm. So where, like, remember when Roman, the Shield first broke up and it was just Roman, they were saying he has like 2 moves, 3 moves. Yeah. That's what people say about Breakker. And his competition is guys like Carmelo Hayes. Yeah. And Trick Williams is moving on his way up.
But that makes good for, of course, I feel like we talked about a year ago, we would want Braun Breakker to be up on main, but I think you need people like Carmelo Hayes, like Braun Breakker, to make things move in NXT to keep it not lackluster.
They have their own stars.
Yeah, because they had, they used to pull people up and drop other people, quickly, and that's how they kind of got to a stuck point as well. But if they, keep him down there and they make him main event at NXT and keep it pushing there, then that makes for good NXT ratings as well.
But I think with Breakker too, he's got the physique. I mean, we've seen guys, Goldberg, no disrespect to the Tribal Chief, but Roman, many guys have only had,
Cena, they said it for the longest.
So-called a few bags in their arsenal, right? Few things in their arsenal, but it worked, I think pairing him up with Corbin is showing even more of his ability to be a tag team guy, to be singles. Like, he really understands the business. So it shows his versatility for sure. You're right about that, Rick.
What messed him up was he got called up. Remember, he faced Seth last year. Yeah. That exposed him. He can't hang. Yeah. He couldn't hang.
I mean, I wouldn't want to. I don't think a lot of people can't. Even main roster people can't really hang with Seth. Is a
But
wrestler,
I mean, you get in there with the guy, you gotta at least
you got to put on. You got to at least put something.
Yeah. So he could say okay, he's ready, but he's not ready. Well, he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready. But I think Rumble, 2 to 3 eliminations. That would get more eyes.
From NXT for the Rumble, for the men's Royal Rumble, I would see Breakker, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, and Pillman Jr., Lexus King.
I feel like
I think he's gonna be in it.
I wonder how many people they will put from NXT in there, because they like to do 5 returns of just greats.
But also, 5 though is probably fair for him.
Oh yeah, Lesnar still got to come back.
But this year, I don't know if they need as much greats, just because how filled it is right now. They could break it up and do a Rumble with just a good one with who they have now. But they always gotta bring people back for nostalgic purposes, of course.
Well, we'll see. It should be fun. I'm here for it for sure, as we all are. Honorable mentions. Happy anniversary to Jimmy and Naomi. They're celebrating a wedding anniversary, so we got to give them that. Usos from the honorary Usos. You know what I'm saying? And then Hogan, still a hero, man. Look at
That's
that, man.
so funny.
He's still a hero, man. Hawk, car flips over with a young kid in it, and Hawk and a friend go over there. Mind you, he had the black NWO shirt on.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that-
How crazy is that?
Marketing genius.
How crazy is that? He just walked over with the NWO shirt and just picked up the car with his one hand.
right.
You
got the
think
kid out.
that was a commercial?
I still got the largest arms in the world, brother. Hawk still being Hawk, man. That's great stuff right there. What else do we have going on with these rumors? A lot of contracts coming up, expiration. Alexa Bliss contract is coming up at the end in this year. Do we think she stays or goes?
Yeah.
I think
she should stay.
she should stay.
A lot of these people that we're talking about, I forgot to mention this with Sasha too, though. They're Triple H's first NXT
Especially-
kids.
yeah,
They're
you
with
think.
Seth, Finn, Sammy, all those guys. That group of women is there too.
Yeah, like that
Those
full-
are like Triple H's babies.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna keep
I
them.
think
all.
I think
So Alexa stays.
Yeah, they need her.
she when that whole like there was like 2015, 16. It was like Sasha, Bailey, Alexa,
Charlotte.
Carmella, Charlotte, and they just all got pulled up and they were like broke into divisions with the Divas, and the Divas left and they just like pushed it and they ran it like for women's division for a while. So I can't see them like dipping off Alexa. Alexa has a good resume. Alexa's been through a lot, like character changes too, and still like
Yeah, I
stay
like
relevant.
Alexa
I
Bliss.
think yeah, Alexa's good. Where's she been though? So I mean, a good Royal Rumble appearance
Has
from her
she-
wouldn't be bad. But has she been injured?
She was with Bray Wyatt.
Mhm.
She got injured, right? She got injured. She was tagging with Raquel.
That's true.
Mhm.
Oh,
Or is that Liv?
That
No,
was
Liv.
That was Liv.
Which
But
I
think she's
think
injured.
Liv. I don't think Liv's coming back.
They posted her. They posted Liv on their
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
They were talking about like they're recapping something they posted her, and she was like the front cover. I mean, Liv was that one
like Liv
era.
Morgan.
Liv
I
Morgan
like,
was tough.
And I like Alexa Bliss. I think they should keep both of them because they're both like formidable opponents to who's in the title scene. Alexa Bliss and Io Sky would be a crazy match.
Yeah, and Alexa can wrestle too. Like she's
Yeah.
always been the little one that can go against the. She put on matches with Nia Jax, and they were pretty nice.
No, absolutely.
I think they should keep
I
her.
think they should keep Alexa, and if she's better, it'll be good to see her in the Rumble.
If they don't keep her, then stay away from AEW.
They stay away from AEW.
Go to Japan.
Yeah,
Bro,
I feel like that's
people's
like-
stock is just plummeting
yeah.
in AEW. Even
Yeah.
Aleister Black, nobody talks about him anymore.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Because Alistair was one of them.
He was nice.
Yeah,
He's still
Aleister
nice, but
deep
nobody
down.
watches it, and it's like
Mm.
he's not doing anything needle moving. So
And I don't think going to AEW will benefit her just because Alexa has a resume as well. She has a deep resume.
but they are looking to build up that division over there.
Yes, they
So-
are.
But is it worth
With
it?
the right pitch, I mean, whoever
Yeah,
falls for
yeah,
that, it
yeah.
could work.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But I don't think anybody's gonna fall for that pitch.
Especially
You got, bro,
like,
They
oh,
brought CM Punk back into wrestling, period.
Yeah.
And then lost him.
Yeah.
And CM Punk,
That's gotta be a big.
you
like,
know,
one of the
CM
biggest-
Punk is telling people in WWE like, nah,
don't
it's
do
not.
It's not worth it.
And
Right.
Cody started the company.
Yeah.
And they lost him.
And then it's
Yeah.
like CM
So,
Punk
yeah, I don't-
came
But
out there, like,
the only thing I just say is that, especially with someone like us, like Sasha or even like Alexa, I just think paydays matter in this business. Like you gotta get paid, you know. And if your schedule can be favorable and your payment is greater, sometimes people do it. You know, it's nothing
But is it,
personal.
like-
It's business.
is it worth it for her though? You gotta think like before they had Charlotte go on a dominant run, Alexa first woman to hold both champs, not at the same time, but like just in general. Money in the Bank, iconic cash-ins, beat Ronda, cashed in on Ronda. Like she had some moments, and if you go to like and just think the more time she's taking off now, you forget about her, and then now go to AEW, you're gonna forget about her completely because AEW barely trends. Like
Yeah, nobody really
like,
watches it
like,
besides
yeah.
nothing really.
And it's crazy because a year ago when we would have our podcast talks, you would be like, oh, AW next. Is AW possibly going to take over wrestling like WWE spot?
And that's when they were beating NXT in ratings
by a lot. And now a year later, the company's crashing and NXT's up. Their top stars are coming to WWE. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Well, hey, listen, every franchise can't have a terrible owner and still do well, like the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't. That's just not realistic. But okay, moving right along. Because we're running to the end of the show here. We already covered Sasha. We believe the AEW crap is just smoke, right? She's going home to WWE.
I think
sure.
Bring her here. Anytime Sasha makes a public appearance, they're going, oh, Sasha's coming back. When she come back, who's she signing with?
All right, so Juliana, the female champion in New Japan, her contract comes up soon, and it's saying that she is going to WWE.
She's going to WWE. AEW just announced that they're not pursuing her anymore.
Yeah, I think her people's probably told her.
Because she's
stop
going to
calling my line.
This is good though, but the another thing like I said with Jade is like if you bring these people who have hype from other places, and then they come, they cannot lose.
Well,
they can't just be like they brought a lot of people from like overseas. Like there's this one girl, I forget her name. They brought her over. She had hype in the Rumble, and then she just disappeared. And I feel like you can't do that to people who have hype because they can bring in new light. You saw Jinder Mahal came back and those views internationally went up.
Right now with Damage Control, that Asian unit, you know what I'm saying? They got a strong where they can bring her in under the umbrella and bring her up the curve. And
they already said when they bring her in, she's gonna start at NXT anyway.
Yeah,
that's good for her.
So
they gotta acclimate her to the WWE style, really.
But ain't no need to fear. Jade will be fine because she's winning the Rumble. Like she's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right.
It's either Jade or Sasha comes back, wins, fights Io, and moves everything over in that way. But Jade, they've been sitting on they've been waiting.
She has to make the appearance in the Rumble, and it has to be a great appearance.
Crazy, like she's gonna go and go crazy.
It has to be a great appearance, even if she doesn't win. We're talking 8 eliminations or something like that.
And if she it's set a record because if she doesn't appear in the Rumble, that's the biggest fumble for the women's division.
Ooh, that's a bar. She doesn't appear in the Rumble. That's the biggest fumble.
I wasn't even like that. You know me. Yeah.
Well, that's very well said. Very good. I got nothing else really, man.
Formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, just popped up on the new TNA.
That's a great
TNA
match. We left off,
I would say he had the crowd going crazy, but nobody's really there. It was like, did you see the footage?
I saw it. I did.
Bro, he was in the crowd like screaming, but you could hear him screaming. Like,
he's like,
This is the same reason I don't want these superstars in WWE to go over there because Dolph has been someone who's been able to bring himself through different eras of WWE, different titles, different guys.
I think he'll be back,
compared
though.
to.
I think so.
I mean,
he's
has always
like
back.
15 years in already.
Yeah.
So
even if he doesn't come back and get in the ring, I think he'll come back and be behind the scenes.
Yes.
Of course, because that's not a good way to go.
But I think it's good. TNA fans aren't looking at TNA how they're looking at AEW because it's obviously not direct competition. It's more of like a nostalgia project. Yeah. They're building themselves back up. So they got Dana Brooke over there now. Yeah. Naomi's leaving, but they got Dolph over there. It looks like he's gonna be their main guy. And then they got Moose. I don't know if you guys see Moose. He's pretty good.
Yeah, I think there's always been an appreciation for TNA.
Yeah,
you know, I don't.
Oh yeah.
So
Hogan went in there and ruined it.
That's where some of the best guys come from.
Can't forget Sting's retiring officially. Woo! It's been a long time. Yeah. 40 years in the business, man. We love you.
Sting's final match will be Sting and Darby Allin, who is 110-pound skateboarder, and Jeff Hardy versus the Young Bucks. So,
where do you guys got Sting ranked all time? Top 20?
We don't have enough time to go into
that. However,
I'm not a Sting fan though.
I'm not a Sting guy.
Boy, it sounds like it's gonna get disrespectful. That's for another show.
For another show because I'm not a Sting guy.
Because I was born in 1999, so he's just been doing nostalgia acts my whole life.
And I just feel like when he came back, finally it was just too long of a wait, and I was iconic at the time. But I can't get into that right now. But I'm not a Sting guy, and I don't have him in my top 20. I'll tell you that.
I got him under Kane, honestly.
You know, because Kane able to reinvent himself over time. Kane,
We'll have to get into this discussion at another
yeah,
time for sure.
But they believe in the kayfabe for the feels. If you go off script, it's got to be real. Thank you for tuning in to Babyface Hill.